Hello my Beatles friends, welcome to a new video. After two unsuccessful attempts of using GoPro camera, I decided to go back to the standard camera and started recording. So it's time for me to go back to a huge collection that I bought 2 months ago and continue with showing you some items. And today's video I would like to close the topic of 45s, because I bought like 50 45s. I will be showing you all my video on my 45s, and yeah, that will be it for the 45s until I get a new collection of 45s, but who knows. So in the first part of it, I'd like to show you all my Beatles 45s, and then I will go to the solo 45s. So I'd like to start with the from earliest to the latest chronologically. So all of them are German. All of them are on green Odeon label. So I will be showing you briefly the label, but all the labels are the same. So the first thing, I want to hold your hand on this boy. This is this one is called Golden Oldies Volume 2. So I think there is Volume 1 somewhere, but I don't have it. So this is the picture sleeve. This is the back. And like I said, green Odeon label. So first, the next one. This one is considered a rarity also here in Germany. This is a German pressing of I Want to Hold Your Hand and She Loves You, the German versions. The old-timer picture sleeve cover. This is also considered rare. This is a second issue of that single, but the cover itself is considered rare. And so this is also on green Odeon label. Okay, number 2. So next one, Act Naturally, Yesterday. This is the same picture from both sides, and the label is on green Odeon label. Okay, next one, Help, I'm Down. Help, I'm Down, the same picture from both sides. And please notice that here it's a white background. I'll show you why. So this is also green Odeon label. And here we have the same cover, but with a red background. This one is Ticket to Ride, and yes it is. Also the same picture from both sides. And green Odeon label as well. So all the singles are chronologically the same number, only the last digit is changing. So you can just put them in one line. Okay, next one. We Can Work It Out and Day Tripper, German picture sleeve. The same picture from both sides. And green Odeon label. This is a quite interesting and rare sleeve. I've seen this one only in Germany. Okay, next, Paperback Writer and Rain. This is from 1966, and this is something interesting on the back, Beatles style. This is also a rare German picture sleeve on green Odeon label. Next, All You Need Is Love, Baby You're a Rich Man. This is the back, that's the front. And what's interesting about this one, that it has recorded during a live world television transmission line under the name of All You Need Is Love. And this is the green Odeon label. I have the original British first pressing without the TV reference, and it's hanging on the wall. You just don't see it. Looks so great. Okay, next one. Lady Madonna, Inner Light. Picture sleeve. And this is the back. And of course it's on green Odeon label. I really love that picture. It's one of the greatest Beatles pictures. Okay, next. The Ballad of John and Yoko and Old Brown Shoe. This is the pink German picture sleeve with the same picture from both sides. And once again, this is already on Apple. This is no more green Odeon, this is Apple. The next one. Get Back and Don't Let Me Down. The same picture on the both sides. This is, I believe, from the Mad Day Out picture, but it's been photoshopped. And particularly, I think Paul McCartney's short was added the stripes, but it's also on stereo. Apple. Okay, here we have another one. Here we have the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Club Band, With a Little Help from My Friends, and Within You Without You, not the A Day in the Life. Within You Without You, this one it was issued in Germany, but what's interesting about this thing is that it has Apple logo here, but this single itself is on Parlophone. So I think this one should be on Apple, but somebody put the wrong 45 inside, because there is no reference to Parlophone on the cover. Or maybe cover photo belongs to Apple, and that's why it says here Apple, and the sleeve should be written Apple and the 45 should be on Parlophone. I don't know, but I don't think that, but it should be released on, Sgt. Pepper still was on Parlophone, so I don't know. This one I have to make a research. And last but not least, the first ever recorded, this is Beatles with Tony Sheridan, My Bonnie and Skinny Minnie. This is the Polydor release of the Beatles' earliest single. So this is on red Polydor. Okay, so this was the Beatles singles. Now I'd like to go to Mr. Sir Ringo Starr. So, one of the latest purchases, this is Ringo Starr Private Property single, and it's on Bellaphone. As you can see it here, very beautiful white colored Bellaphone label. This one is produced by Paul McCartney. Okay. Next, Ringo Starr. Back of Boogaloo. The picture sleeve of Back of Boogaloo and Blind Man. And this is on Blue Apple. As you can see it here. On Blue Apple. Now this one has a bigger hole in the middle, but what I do have here, I have another version. This is the flimsy paper, and this one is a cardboard paper, also Back of Boogaloo and Blind Man, also on Apple, and this one is on push out center Blue Apple. The other one was not push out, it was already wide because the center is not pushed out, it's already cut out. So this is two different versions of the same single. Next one, Ringo Starr, It Don't Come Easy, backed with early 1970. This is on regular green Apple. Next one, Ringo Starr, Wreck My Brain, produced by George Harrison. Drumming Is My Madness, from Stop and Smell the Roses album. And this is on also Bellophone. So 2 singles by Ringo Starr, one produced by Paul McCartney, one produced by George Harrison. The latest purchase, Ringo Starr, Oh My My from Rome, from Italy. This one was experimented in my GoPro camera video. And another copy of It Don't Come Easy, early 1970, which is the complete copy, identical copy of the first one that I showed you. So these were my Ringo Starr singles. Now I'd like to go to George Harrison singles. This is very interesting one that I want to show you. This is, I believe, yeah, so this is a rare Belgian from Belgium. This is All Those Years Ago, from 1981, from Belgium. And this one is on Warner Brothers Records. Yeah, and also it has the logo of Dark Horse on the cover. Yeah, producers George Harrison, Ray Cooper. Yeah, so this is the rare pressing from Belgium. Next one. The original United Kingdom, original British pressing of Bangladesh and Deep Blue. This is on regular push-out center Apple with no picture sleeve, Bangladesh. Next one. The German pressing of All Those Years Ago. So let's compare. This is the German and this is the Belgium pressing of the same single. German, Belgium. This is the back with the lyrics. And the 45 itself is on, of course, Dark Horse label. No doubt. So only the Belgian one doesn't have the Dark Horse label on the vinyl. So this is the original German All Those Years Ago single. The next one, one of the most rare singles that I've seen, Teardrops, and backed with Save the World, also produced by George Harrison and Ray Cooper. And this is also a German pressing, and this is on Dark Horse label. Okay. Next one. German pressing of My Sweet Lord, Isn't It a Pity? I have like 7 copies of this one from Italy, from United Kingdom, from Germany, from you name it. So this is another copy of My Sweet Lord, one from France, of course. So this is the German regular pressing on Apple. So next one, another George Harrison. This is What Is Life, Apple Scuffs. This is the picture sleeve, the album cover of All Things Must Pass. This is the back. And it's German pressing, and it is on green Apple label. And the last George Harrison single for today is When We Was Fab, backed with a zigzag. This is the back, and this is German pressing on Dark Horse label, of course. Okay, so let's continue with John Lennon. Let's continue with John Lennon. Something that very interesting and very rare, something that you cannot find outside Germany. I mean, you can find it outside Germany, but it was released only in Germany. This is 1975 single from John Lennon's rock and roll album Ya Ya and Be Babalula. This is a German only pressing, the release. It wasn't released elsewhere. And this is on Green Apple, of course. So this is Ya Ya and Be Babalula. Next, Whatever Gets You Through the Night with the Plastic Ono Nuclear Band, John Lennon Plastic Ono Nuclear Band, and this backed with Beef Jerky. This is the black picture sleeve from Walls and Bridges album. Wonderful picture, actually. And this is the back. That's a front. This is German pressing, and let me guess, it's gonna be on Apple. Yeah! Of course it's on Apple. Okay, so next one. Something that I have already in my collection, but the version that I have is very bad condition, but this is a wonderful condition. This is a black picture sleeve of Give Peace a Chance, backed with Remember Love. The same picture from both sides, and this is on Green Apple label, of course. Okay, and here we have something very unusual, a promotional copy, John Lennon on Ronnie Hawkins' The Long Rap, side 2. And the same side, the other side also, John Lennon on Ronnie Hawkins' The Short Rap, side 1. Now, this is a promotional copy, not for sale. Yeah, that's how it looks like. The same thing on the other side, but it's instead of short, it's long rap. Now, the short rap is only 6 seconds long. So this side is mostly empty, but the other side is the longer version. It's about 1 minute and 24 seconds long, the other side, and the first side is only 6 seconds long. So, if any of you have any information about this single, let me know in the comments. And also, Lennon, but not John, Julian Lennon. This is the only single from the Hunting of the Snark album, and this one is Midnight Smoke, sung by Julian Lennon, and guitar played by George Harrison. This is the album which is called Hunting of the Snark, and Julian Lennon is one of the singers on that album, and this is the only single that was released from that album, and it's backed with The Vanishing, the long last coda of the album, and this is the excerpt performed by Julian Lennon, John Hurt, John Gielgud, Mike Batt, and Maggie Riley. Okay, now on this album, only the album version, George Harrison plays the guitar. So this is on Virgin Records, Grey Virgin Records. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So, I guess, and the last one I have already shown you, but I'll show it to you anyway. This is the Italian pressing of Paul McCartney's Live and Let Die and I Lie Around. In my previous video it wasn't visible, but now it's the best version. And this is the sliced apple, and as you can see it here on the Italians, there is a stamp here. A stamp is right here. So, and this is the regular Italian sleeve cover. So right now in this video I want to show you all my non-picture sleeve singles of the Beatles, and I think that will be it for this collection, because I don't have any more new Beatles 45s. So This is one part. First of all, I'm going to show you how it looks like the sleeve. This is the standard sleeve, which says actuel, actual, I mean common or something. So that's how all the sleeves look like. I'm not going to show you all of them one by one, but I'm just going to show you the album. So first of all, the first single is Something on Green Apple, backed with Come Together. Then we have the same thing, Lady Madonna and Inner Light, the same single that I have shown you with my picture sleeve, but this is without picture sleeve. This one is the same, All You Need Is Love, backed with Baby You're a Rich Man, without picture sleeve. The same single actually. The next one, Nowhere Man, backed with What Goes On. And I Don't Wanna Spoil the Party and Kansas City. German only issue. Okay, so this was one type of sleeve. Now we have the other type of sleeve. This is a standard Beatles sleeve for all the singles. So all of them are identical. And I have like 5 to show. So what I have here is A Hard Day's Night backed with Things We Said Today. Then we have Roll Over Beethoven backed with I Wanna Hold Your Hand. I mean, look completely identical. Then we have I Don't Wanna Spoil the Party and Kansas City, again the same single but with different sleeve. And it has here a stamp A, so I think it's a promotional copy. I'm not sure. I have to find out about it. Then we have Love Me Do with Please Please Me. These are two separate singles. Love Me Do and Please Please Me is the first and second single, but here they are combined together. And the last but not least is And I Love Her, backed with I Should Have Known Better. So these are the standard singles, and there is one more German issue standard single which looks completely strange. This is how it looks like. This is also a standard single cover for all the singles, but I have only one of the Beatles, which is I Am the Walrus and Hello Goodbye. So these were the standard German singles. Now I also have some Apple singles. Now we go to Apple singles. Yeah. First of all, I want to talk about the Beatles, and then I will go to solos. Okay, so this is the German issue of Obladi Oblada, backed with While My Guitar Gently Weeps. So this is the black standard Apple sleeve with just the German single on Apple. Next one, Let It Be, You Know My Name, Look Up the Number. Once again, Let It Be, You Know My Name, Look Up the Number, but this is already a Beatles black standard sleeve with the name of the songs. So I have two completely identical singles with different sleeves. And one of the greatest songs ever, Hey Jude and Revolution. This is also a German single on Apple. And I have another Apple sleeve, standard Apple sleeve, which is empty. Okay, so now we go to the solos. The same issues as the others. I have Eat at Home and Smile Away by Paul McCartney. Then I have Power to the People, backed with Open Your Box, but this is Non-Push Out Center by John and Yoko. Next one, My Sweet Lord, Isn't It a Pity? 100th copy that I have. This is Bangladesh and Deep Blue by George Harrison. This is Cold Turkey and Don't Worry Kyoko, Mommy's Only Looking for a Hand in the Snow. Of course, John Lennon, standard issue. And Another Day, Oh Woman, Oh Why by Paul McCartney. So that was the singles. Now we go to the American one. I have only one American made by Capitol. This is Imagine and It's So Hard. Standard issue without any sleeve, just a white sleeve. So it's purple Capitol issue of John's Imagine. And I have some new other things to show. This is the new copy, the new to my collection, but it's very old. This is You Can't Buy Me Love, You Can't Do That, the original British pressing with push-out center, with sold in UK text and with a KT text code. So this is the British pressing. Now we have two copies from East Germany, from GDR. This is Cry for a Shadow backed with Ain't She Sweet on Amiga label. And we have another copy of Sweet Georgia Brown and Why. This is also most rare to find trolley cover from East Germany, the original pressing. So this is one of the most rare 45s that I have in my collection, because I have another copy, but the sleeve is a reproduction. But this sleeve is the original sleeve from the 60s. So this is Free Georgia Brown and Why. And the vinyl looks the same, Amiga label. So this is one of the most rare items in my collection. This one actually is worth framing. So another picture sleeve. This one I have already shown in my previous videos, but it's worth mentioning again. This is the Beatles movie medley from the Real Music. Now this is not a promotional copy, this is a standard copy, a German on green Audition. That's how it looks like. And I will be finishing this video by showing you something rare and extraordinary. This is the series of, I think, colored bootlegs. I don't know if it's a bootleg or not, but these are the Decca Audition records from Decca. Three Cool Cats, Hello Little Girl. That's how it looks like. And the vinyl is on green. So these were issued by Decagone. So I think this is just Italian Decagone, private pressing, bootlegs or something. I don't know how you call it. So this one is Searching and Like Dreamers Do. And on both sides, each single have different pictures and from the Beatles era. But all the songs are recorded in '62, I think with Pete Best on Decca Records Audition. Now this one is on red vinyl. Next one, Memphis and Love of the Loved. So this is the 67 picture and this is the 64 picture. And this one is on blue vinyl. Next one, Chic of Araby and September in the Rain. This is one picture, and this is Beatles from Japan performance. And this is on orange vinyl. Next one, Crying, Waiting, Hoping Till There Was You. So this is the Sgt. Pepper Outtake, and this is the 65. And the vinyl is on dark green vinyl. And two more. So we have Besame Mucho, To Know Him Is to Love Him. And here is the TV performance. And the vinyl is on also dark green vinyl. And the last but not least, we have Sure to Fall and Money. This is the American flag picture, and this is the 63-64 picture. And we have here on blue vinyl. So this is the series of Italian Decca firma pressing of the Decca Auditions. So that's it. This was the biggest and longest 45 video. Now I covered all the 45s that I have in my collection, and if there's gonna be something new, then I will make another video, but not one by one. I will gather like another 10-15 copies. But in the near future, I don't think that's likely, because I have like more than 245s already. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Okay, so I think I will also purchase the blue box of 1978, the EP's reissue, but I'm thinking about it. And there's not going to be the single because it's EPs, and I will be showing them a little bit later. So that was it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I think today later I will produce another video, but it's gonna be a non-Beatle related video. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and see you in my next video. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love.